Right, so since the last video went down an absolute treat, I think it's time we did another one of these. Come on. First thing I want to say before I start actually going in to this video is just a huge thank you for the support on the last video. It might not seem like much, but it was 100% like-dislike ratio, so I got 100% of the ratings were likes. No dislikes. Absolutely none. It was brilliant. Thank you so much, all of you. Anyway, last time, as most of you hopefully watched, I reacted to my first ever video I ever made as an 8-year-old. I ripped into my past quite a lot, let's put it that way. Today, I thought, let's review the most recent car review I've ever done. Speaking of which, here is the title screen of said video. Nice and simple.
It's BMW i3 review. I was clearly very excited about it, but whatever.
As we go over to look at the views and the like-dislike ratio of the video, I will admit 1,300 views practically isn't that bad. But we go to the like-dislike ratio and oh no. I'll be completely honest now, I don't quite know what happened. There were loads of things that I thought were better at the time, like a lot better. Let's be honest though, after we watch this, I think we'll be able to see how this all happened. So the likes and the dislikes on this video are nearly equal to each other. That's not a good thing at all. Having said that though, it is still better than Jake Paul's ratio, so yeah. Also yes, I did dislike the video, because let's face it, the music was below Vanilla Ice standard.
He's funny?
I'm sorry, but the guy just needs to be stopped. And his brother, I thought he was a good person, but he still defends him. Also, Jake Paul must be the funniest guy on the internet. Well, at least you didn't swear. Your mum's gonna be proud of you. The fact that people genuinely find this guy funny and hilarious when... Oh, for God's... The fact that people find this guy even remotely hilarious, you can tell from his fans that he's a bit of a pleb. But honestly, the guy is just so... He has no intelligence is the real point I'm trying to get at. Welcome to 2017, where England is a flipping city. I'm done. Sorry, I'm getting off track. This isn't going to be a Jake Paul rage video. Yet. Here is the description of the BMW i3 review. First of all, it says, welcome to my second proper, just to be clear, proper car review. Enjoy the video, guys. Yeah, Karl, I'm sure loads of people enjoyed it. Just look at how many people. This video is a tribute to Top Gear and Jeremy Clarkson. One of the best shows and one of the best presenters
in the world.
Oh yeah, and I've also linked to my first video if people wanted to watch that afterwards. Oh lord. Well, it's interesting, to say the least. In fairness, the category was fixed this time. Fixed from the boot gymnastics category that my first car review received. But yeah, I'm hoping that I won't have to pause the video as much reacting to this as I did when I reacted to my first video. Well, now I think it's time we begin to go into this video and see what's what. Oh god. Again, I'm stopping at the intro, but I really don't understand this. So we go back through time and space. 8 years ago to my first ever video. And you can tell it's that long ago because the old music, you see what I did there. Some of you may remember, if you watched my last video that I made, that it received a copyright strike due to the intro music. Despite the fact that it sounded like it was recorded through a potato, so I think BBC Worldwide did a very impressive job. Well played. But you heard the first part of the intro for this video, and you could tell it was a higher quality. We've moved away from the Jake Paul quality of intros, and more towards the pyrocynical of intros, if you ask me. So I checked to see if this one had got a copyright strike as well. Because it's the same music, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it had a copyright strike. Look and check. Absolutely nothing at all. If anything, I ripped the intro off even worse than I did before. The quality was even better, and YouTube didn't shaft my video with copyright strikes for it. In the 6 years that I'd been on YouTube at the time, the copyright system had actually become more broken. I don't know whether that's lucky or just incredibly stupid on YouTube's part. I'm just going to take that I'm lucky and move on from it. So yeah, it definitely could have ended a lot more badly than it did. So I'll take it as I've dodged a bullet, and let's keep going with this reaction video. And by the way, for the rest of the intro, I'm just going to put in some absolutely brilliant music. Trust me, your ears will be ringing with utmost pleasure after you hear this. Enjoy. Hello there guys, and welcome. Now, as you remember, in my first video I reviewed a Porsche 911 basically. That was fun. Yeah, link to that will be in the description below, or I'll put an annotation. Actually, no. Yeah, link in the description. Oh, bloody hell. Not now. Not already. Nah, okay. Let's look at the positives of this. My voice was a bit more bassy, I guess. Said no one ever. Firstly, from the background music that you heard, you could tell I was just trying to copy Chris MD in every way I could. But you know what? That's none of my business, you know? I'm just glad that I was enthusiastic about talking about my first video. Just how absolutely fun it was. Absolutely fun. You can tell I deliberately emphasized it as well. Just no, stop. Karl, stop. The other thing, which I really like about this, is the fact I just could not decide between an annotation or a description for my first ever video. I think I'll put an annotation. Actually, no. I think I'll put a description. Actually, an annotation. No. Yeah. The worst thing is I said yes to the annotation and then went straight back to the description anyway. 6 years later, you have more sophisticated content than ever. Like, why did it take me so much thought to decide between the two? Like, honestly, stop gazing into the distance like a lost boy from Peter Pan. Grow some brain cells. Jesus Christ. Let's continue. Let's see how else my content has evolved from my very first video. Go check that out. Of course, after you watched it. There's a lot of very important questions that need to be answered. So, without further ado, let's go. I'll admit, my cut for that sense of humour wasn't as bad as I thought it was. The smug grin on my face just confirmed that the important questions were gonna be just absolutely horrible. It just seems like I forgot to edit some of the first bit of this video. That will probably be a reoccurring theme as we go on, now I think about it. And with the jump cut before, like, the actual first clip where I asked the first question, the idea was I was meant to get in the car, shut the door, and then it was going to play the question, but that didn't happen. So it was just a really awkward pause before the first question was actually answered. Having said that though, let's actually see what happened. Like, could I actually fit in the boot? Welcome to story time with your favourite YouTuber host, KarlsCars. It was a glorious summer's day where all of YouTube was peaceful and there were no diss tracks. Well, there probably still were, but not to such a bulk scale. We venture towards the unsuspecting BMW i3. It's beginning to sound like a David Attenborough documentary. God. Here, you can see my camera woman, my aunt, walking towards the car in an attempt to open the boot. And you may also have noticed Karl's not actually outside the car to fit in it, so surely he's not in the boot. And I would agree with you. So as we walk towards the car here, we open the boot and... my humour hasn't evolved. Like Jake Paul. Yes, I fit. You can also fit with me, because it's so spacious, 2 bottles of cordial of your choice. No. I don't even know what to say. I just can't explain that at all. Why did I think that was funny? It hasn't got the same effect as fitting Sienna Miller into your glove box. I mean, if you came to this video for some cordial banter, then you got what you wished for, I guess. The fact that over 1,000 people chose to sit through that genuinely concerns me. I can't promise that The cordial thing won't be a repeating factor in this video either. But I don't see how it can get worse from here, so hopefully that's something.
What are the doors like, Karl? Please tell us.
As you can see, the doors open like so. A term that people like to call suicide doors means getting in and out is very easy. However, here comes the first downside. You see, the seatbelt here for the front passenger is on the back door, which is fine unless you have other people travelling with you, which in that case, you have to open the door, but then the front person has to take their seatbelt off and let the person at the back in before they can put their seatbelt back on.
At least I portrayed actual facts this time in this video. I actually had good advice. Not advice, information, that's it. Also, pretty sure the person in the front's just being friendly to the person who wants to get in the back in that circumstance. Imagine just rolling up in your nice car, and then your friend says, "Can I get in the back?" And you just go, "Yeah, sure, but I won't let you open the back door." It's a little bit messed up in that case. Other than that, I had my facts down, so we're seeing incremental improvements as we go along. It's not too bad. I wonder if it's spacious inside.
Oh, hello there. As you can see, it's very spacious inside. It's a very spacious environment.
Oh, sweet. If I say the word spacious one more time, you know, chairs are gonna be thrown.
It also comes with a sunroof, which means, of course, when it's sunny, you can put, well, the sunroof down, and then you can enjoy the weather. As you can see, there is 2 cup holders in the front, also 2 in the back as well. But if you take out this, money holder here.
It's not actually a money holder, it was just what was in there at the time. So if you do buy a BMW i3, there's an i3 somewhere there, I promise. Don't use that as a money holder, realistically, because it probably isn't what it's meant for. And luckily I didn't say the value of that cup holder or anything of the car, unlike some people who will definitely tell you the value of said things, talking of rice gum over here.
You can also add a bottle of tonic water. So I think that covers us on cup holders.
14-year-old Karl, I've got a little message for you.
Stop with this stupid cordial and tonic jokes.
You imbecile! Imagine if my voice was actually this low.
I think it was really unfortunate that we didn't see any attempt to stand up and drive in this car. I think that was one of the main parts of the first video being so just amazing for the viewer. The fact that I just completely ignored the actual question. I asked how spacious the car was, not how many cup holders there were. That being said, it isn't the worst thing about this video so far. So we're seeing improvements as we go along. I need to use a word other than improvements, I've just realised. Enhancements. We're seeing enhancements as we go along. It's looking good. Seriously, did I run out of ideas? The award for making the biggest hash of opening the bonnet goes to KarlsCars. Please give him a big hand, yes. Absolutely highly commended effort. Okay, you can stop now. That's fine. Yeah, you can stop now. Oh god, what have I done?
Here we are, guys. The bonnet. Now, as you can see, it's not all that spacious. It's not all that spacious.
Okay, deep breaths.
Why do I have the vocabulary sound of walrus? However, there is still room for some things. For instance, this random bag that nobody ever uses. This bag which carries the charging cable, and also a compartment for storing loads and loads of wires. Apart from that though, bonnet's not very spacious.
Oh my god, I really have run out of ideas.
So guys, this car is not like the Porsche I tested last time.
I think there's quite a big difference straight away there.
It's not like basically all the other cars in my video as well, apart from basically all of the RC ones I've done. But basically, this car is an electric car. However, I wouldn't say it's a hybrid, but for instance, the electric power runs off.
Sorry, can we just look at the off clip again?
Off
At least my gestures were good.
the petrol generator, which is a 3-cylinder motorcycle engine. Makes quite a racket, so if you're ever using that it sounds like a lawnmower constantly going on.
I think I'll let Kobe Bryant rate this part of the video. With his mouth.
However, this is basically Apple on wheels. I mean, like, you've got all this electricity stuff, you've got computers, you've got loads and loads of switches, you've got dials, you've got were covered for electric components.
The apple on wheels thing wasn't actually my quote. I remember my dad said it and I thought it sounded like an accurate description for the car. So I said, you know what, that's cool, let's use that in a video. And then suddenly the dislikes flooded in. The other thing is how vague my description of the electronics actually was. Just the fact that I said it had computers and whatever else I said. God, I don't even know anymore. Thank God the car shut me up halfway through, because God knows what I would have said underneath that. But at least we know there are a lot of electronic components now, so you can't go wrong there.
And there's more.
How I wish that's how it would have ended. But it didn't.
This also comes with a glove box, which contains some Cadbury eclairs.
Disclaimer. If you buy a BMW i3, please do not be disappointed if you don't find Cadbury eclairs in your glove box. This was a staged piece of humour and one that I will never do again in any video I ever do. Thank you.
If you ever want to smuggle sweets into your car, that is what you do.
Serious disclaimer. Do not smuggle sweets into your car, as the repercussions may be
Extremely huge.
Also, do not eat this Cadbury eclair if it is the last one in the packet. I'm sure my dad, who actually bought the Cadbury eclairs, would have enjoyed that last one. That weren't smart of Karl. Don't do the same. Thank you. Again, I'm just the king at completely ignoring the actual question. I asked what the car was like. Instead, I told you could smuggle sweets into your glove box. What a motif. What do you mean I haven't run out of ideas? Since when?
So as we all know, a normal car is made out of steel.
Oh, now, come on. Can't just skip ahead like that. I mean, not everyone knows a normal car's made out of steel. Who do you think you are? Some kind of car guru, Karl? Yeah. Oh, of course you are.
It sounds like a lawnmower constantly going off.
No.
BMW is made of plastic. However, it's a very sturdy plastic, so if you go into a crash, it will most likely come out unharmed. And if it comes out with any scratches, you can just polish them out.
I wouldn't advise testing this theory, purely because your car's going to end up not like this. Oh, for Christ's sake. Your car's not going to end up like this, but more like this. Yeah, don't try it.
But I digress. The appearance from the side looks, I think, absolutely amazing.
This was my first time where I actually edited my own video, and you can tell I just did not take my time, like, proof reviewing it. Literally, that pause was 3 seconds. 3 seconds at looking at the side of a car. What a joke.
The fastest road car in the world.
This car, being an electric car, the top speed of it is only about 95 miles an hour. However, the acceleration of it is so quick. Like, the acceleration from 0 to 30, hardly anything can keep up with it. So, even if it doesn't look fast, or may sound fast, it is pretty fast.
Karl, where are you going? Oi, come back. Please come back. Oi. Firstly, to the kid who was making noise in the background while I was recording that section.
I can't believe you've done this.
Secondly, again, enthusiasm, just on another level. And thirdly, I know I mocked the electric side of the car, and it was a terrible joke, and I'm sorry. And I think that this was the last question that was answered in the video, like, proper question. But, editing? Prowess? Where's it gone? There was literally another 3-second long pause as I just walked awkwardly off camera, then turned around to my camera woman, my aunt, and said, yeah, that was a good job, well done. And then we just shut the camera off and moved on, and I was just like, it was terrible. It was such terrible editing, and I'm so sorry. Oh my god, yes, we're almost done.
So guys, fading light, of course, has to bring this review to an end.
For the more eagle-eyed viewers, you will have noticed that the sun was actually setting throughout the entire video. So realistically, I was ending the video because, well, I'd realised that it hadn't taken off that well, and my questions were rubbish. So it was understandable.
I've had fun doing it. I mean, getting in the boot was quite a task, to say the least.
Sorry, quite a task. I don't know about you, but I think I look pretty snug in there, to say the least.
Yeah!
God's sake, Karl. Don't scare me like that ever again. That was disgraceful. I was just saying you look pretty snug in a boot, that's all. I think you guys would agree with me when I say that.
I think this was a very good review.
I can't keep stopping this, but I thought it was a very good review. Yeah, okay, sure.
I've had a lot of fun doing this stuff, but you guys, it's here first. KarlsCars, he's back to his roots, alright? So, yeah, that's going to be the end of my review.
At least it wasn't a movie this time, to be fair.
If you like this review on the BMW i3, leave a like. Also, if you haven't done already, subscribe to my channel. And In the comments, leave your suggestions for which car I should review next, because that'll help me to get more material out to you guys, so yeah.
I was a funny character, wasn't I? I'll get more material out to you guys, he says, then proceeds to not upload for another 2 years afterwards.
Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Not to be rude to myself 2 years ago, but genuinely thank God that's over. Any positives we could take from that? I was grateful for people watching the video. That's a sign. Actually, do you know what? I can make another car review like this. I'm gonna prove it to you. I've had enough of making duff content on my channel. This is gonna be the best car review on the internet. I'm gonna go make it right now. See you guys in 20 minutes. Okay, what am I doing? Right, okay. Hello everyone, and welcome to a very, very serious review on my mum's car. Brum brum. Welcome to here, as I don't want to give any personal information about myself. This is the car itself. It's pretty massive, I'd say. Without further ado, let's jump right in and get started. So, as all of you know, I am one of the most dedicated, just absolutely dedicated uploaders there is on this site. Just stop laughing. And from all the ridiculous things you see me do in my last videos, I think an appropriate selection of questions had to be asked about this car. So for my very, very serious review, my first question is this. What does the key look like? A very important question right there. This is what the key looks like. I would say it has a VW badge on it, but it's not there. Anything else you get... when you buy the car, you don't get a Tesco Club card, just to be quite clear. And you get an extra key, just in case the other key is for some reason taped on. So, yeah, we're covered. Okay, so the next question we have in store. The idea for how I'm going to ask these next questions, or display them to you, is I basically just ram the questions through Google Translate, and yeah, these are the results of it. They might not even be right. I don't know. Who knows? So the first question is in French. Est-ce que je peux entrer dans le démarrage?
I probably just offended loads of French people, I'm sorry. Would you like a croissant?
Yes, I can fit in the boot. It's actually quite spacious as well. If you actually open it, help me. So as you can see, I'm not actually lying down on my side this time. I mean, I can't stand up, so that's just minus points there. You can also fit 2 bottles of your best cordial. Yes, I haven't forgotten about that one. And if you look in here, you can fit many... I can't open it, hang on. You can fit many other things, including seat headrest. And you can fit 2 more bottles of your best cordial ever. So that covers that. This was such a... This was a terrible idea. Don't drink dilute cordial, that's what I've learned from this video. Next question. Okay, so for the next question, it was meant to be in German. However, I found that I accidentally mistranslated it because I thought I'd already put it in to the editor to actually show to you guys. So I ended up translating it through Japanese and it came out quite funny. So I messed around with the languages and this is the question I got. Clear. Half a good. Well, I mean, it contains the engine, so that's pretty important. So I think you can call the bonnet more than semi-decent. Speaking of the engine, here it is. It's truly, truly amazing. It's a diesel engine. I am so sorry for that. Let's not do that again. Just like ever. The engine is a diesel engine. Something you've not seen on the channel before. We haven't seen a lot on this channel, to be honest. That's where the oil goes. Yeah, that's it. That's it. The bonnet is very decent. You can't fit me in it, but it's very decent. Next question. So, the next question comes from the Netherlands. Is het praktisch aan de voorkant? Well, no, not really. My legs seem to be quite squashed in here. That's a bit awkward, really. I was wrong. There was a seat adjuster. there is a lot more space than I first thought. My legs now can actually move. There's even room under here in the... Ow, God, my elbow. There's even room in the footwell for a bottle of Buxton water. First take. But you can also... I can't move back any further, can I? Oh, okay. I've got an idea. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That was nice. So, yeah, as you can see, you can fit 2 more bottles of your favourite cordial. Why do I still make this joke? But if you want to fit your supposed bottle of Buxton here, if you want to fit it, you can't. In fact, you'd have to put it upside down to even get any... Okay, right, that just hasn't worked, has it? No. You'd have to put it in upside down to even get anywhere with this. So, practicality, it loses points there. There's a glove box, again. Unfortunately, not with Cabri Eclairs, which is a bit shame. It's got a pot of nothing, so you get value for your money with this car. Next question.
So I decided to let my brother pick the next language for the next question. Only problem is, he chose Chinese. So for this reason, the question in English is it spacious in the back?
Funny you should ask that. There is a lot of space in the back, as it turns out. In fact, this is so awkward. I could practically lie down in here. Just get me a pillow, get me a blanket. I was going to say live here. That's not true at all, to be honest. But good thing is, if you want to charge your Windows phone in here, you can charge it with this. You can also there's another cup holder. It's broken, but there's another cup holder. And for some reason, if you get lost and don't have sat-nav, there is a massive... I can't get out, but there is, I promise, a massive map under here, so you know where you're going in the UK. Next question. Ow!
So the next question is in Latin. Voltus enim delicatus. So as you can see here, glossing over the car, I mean, it looks pretty good at first glance on the side view. Just to not give the number plate away for this next one. Yeah. Slight jump cut, sorry about that. From the side, again, looks very nice. Shame that the tree was molting during this whole shot. But we zoom in on the rim and, yeah, that's well past its sell-by date. Way too dirty. The fuel filler cap is very circular though. That's always a good thing with cars. Yeah. So, on to the next question. This one is in Spanish. La electrónica funciona.
Yes, they work. Just to prove that they work, I believe it's this one here. The windscreen wipers do in fact work, even though it's not raining. There's confirmation that the electronics do in fact work very well.
So after the shambles of a first language, I gave my brother another chance. Oh wait, it's in Bulgarian. So the question in English is, how practical is it really? For God's sake!
Well, I can tell you, the answer on practicality is quite clear. As you can see, there are 2 more seats you can lift up in the back, obviously with headrests. Do you mind? Obviously with headrests in the back too. So... But in total it has 7 seats and 5 doors. And you might think, there's only 4 doors on the car. This is also classified as a door. I don't know, I'm just going with what autocars say. Next question.
So the next question is from Italy. È stato ben utilizzato. Yes.
Very well.
Come to think of it, my mum watches this video. Cut the camera, she can't see this.
So my absolute spanner of a brother got the language wrong twice. Well, not wrong, he just picked an irritating language. Because he's my brother, I gave him 1 more chance. What language did he choose? Oh my god.
So this is probably the easiest part of the video I've had to do. Just open the fuel filler cap. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, how hard can it be?
Don't say that! Now my guess is you just push it in and it opens like so. That's awkward. Just to put it in perspective, we were looking for the bonnet lever earlier. It's this thing here. Nothing saying that you open the bonnet with it. It's just there. How the hell do you know? Oh, hello. That's it. There we go. Now that is satisfying. And in case you didn't know, it confirms here that it takes diesel and diesel only. Next question.
The next question comes from the land of Sweden. Kan du start up och köra? And at that moment, I lost my chances of ever getting PewDiePie to subscribe to my channel.
No. Not quite. I will admit, compared to the Porsche, it does have a mirror. So you can, do your makeup. I don't know. But no, you can't stand up and drive. There's no sunroof. Shame, really. But to be fair, it does have a lot of storage, as you can see. I guess that makes up for it quite substantially. So, next question.
Je suis une pomme de terre.
So my final thoughts on this car. I had to end it like my i3 review, let's be honest. There's no other way I could end it. I'd give it a solid 6 out of 10, I reckon. It's not that fast, but it can take your surfboards. So, unless you don't have surfboards, and it's not very good, is it? But yeah, I've enjoyed reviewing this car. Hope you've enjoyed this too. Definitely very serious review on the VW Touran, also known as my mum's car. And yeah, this was an absolute joke. Oh god. 2 things I'll take from today. 1, don't drink dilute cordial ever. It's a terrible idea. Secondly, to the comment that was posted on my last video, where's my face cam? You got your face cam. Hope you're happy. Let's go.
And there we are, guys. That's it. There we go. That's the journey of the BMW i3 review over, including that little mock car review section at the end. Thought it would be funny. Oh well. For the actual i3 review, I know I drilled into it a lot more than I did for my first ever video, but that's because I was at a younger age in my first video. I didn't really expect as much. When I'm editing my own content and also an older age, I think I would have got the hang of the system by now. But yeah, I hope I've learned the system in those 2 years where I just haven't been uploading since the i3 review. A few things I need to address. First of all, you might have noticed the background noise increased during this video while I was talking in the microphone. That's because I fitted some new components onto the computer that I'm using right now, and it's just made it sound so incredibly loud, so I can only apologise for that. Secondly, I'm sorry that this video hasn't come out any sooner. This is meant to come out a good 3 weeks ago, but I just haven't had time to edit everything, and it's just been a busy time. So again, I can only apologise for that. Lastly, you might be asking,
Why does it take 3 weeks to make this video? You're just commentating over a video.
I literally spend hours upon hours making sure that this is the best it can be in my mind, in my vision. So I just want to put content out there that you as the viewer can appreciate, and I as the editor can look back on and go, yes, I did a good job. Because I made that mistake in earlier videos, and I definitely do not want to make that mistake at this time, especially when I've been on YouTube for just about 8 years now. In fact, no, it has been 8 years. What am I on about? So yeah, that's why I just want to give you guys the best content that I can, in essence. And I think with that concludes this actual reaction to the i3 review. To the 1% of you that are still on here, thank you ever so much for watching. I'm sorry that this one has been a bit longer. I just wanted to include everything and didn't really realise that it was going to be over half an hour until just now, actually. So yeah, if you've sat through that, power to you, because I didn't expect you to, so very well done. Well played. Well played. Anyways, like I said, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please leave it a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel for more consistent uploads. And also, Memzo4, stop it. That's weird. See you guys next time.
Hello, hello, can you hear me as I scream your